Gaming tokens are taking off, and we need to stay ahead of the curve. I've seen that this is a popular format to do it in. Which coins will do 100x? Which gaming tokens will do a 50x? Which will do a 10x? And which will get wrecked? We have a diversified selection here of 16 coins, some of which I love, some of which I hate. We will rate them on a tier list, show their tokenomics, show their gameplay, and move on to the next one. So this video doesn't last 2 hours. Let's do this. First on the list is the Sandbox. The Sandbox with the Sand token, 1 billion market cap and currently sitting just a little bit above 50 cents. This is one of my favorite crypto games and one of my favorite crypto tokens. I do hold Sand myself, and I trade it here on ZoomX. ZoomX is an exchange which is KYC free, so anyone can join it. There will be links in the description down below. I will mention ZoomX a little bit later as well. It's a great crypto exchange. And another cool thing about ZoomX is, in a collaboration with them, we came together to do a $200 giveaway. So all you need to do to enter the giveaway is just sign up to ZoomX. You get that UAD number, and then you're in a prize pool to win $200. Or maybe 2 people are gonna win 100. I don't know. I'll ask you guys in Telegram to see which one you would prefer. But what about the game? Well, the game is a full-blown metaverse. If you haven't seen it before, we're actually doing a series on the channel right now where I'm playing various crypto games to see if I can earn $100 per day. And look at this, it's Inspector from the past. Oh wow, I was so young. Look at this, just a year ago. And for the second episode of that series, we also are trying the Sandbox. So I'm now really trying to make some money inside of the Sandbox, see how all that works to try and show you guys. But the Sandbox is one of my favorite games. Now, as far as the token is concerned, I cannot put it on the 100x tier because doesn't necessarily mean that I don't like it. It just means that I don't think it's gonna do a 100x, because for the Sandbox to be at 100 billion market cap is not something that I think will happen, at least not in this next bull run. So the Sandbox, I don't think it's gonna even do a 50x. I do hold it myself, as I said. I just don't see it as a very risky investment, and I think it'll easily do a 10x. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. At the end of the day, this is all purely just my personal opinion. Moving on. Another project very similar to the Sandbox, which you can also trade on ZoomX, we have Mana and their game, Decentraland. Now, Mana is a very similar metaverse to the Sandbox, has different graphics. Obviously, their system works a little bit different than the Sandbox does, and it's currently sitting at 45 cents at a little bit below 1 billion market cap. Now, their all-time high is also very similar to the Sandbox. Well, actually, not really. Sandbox was around $7, while Mana was almost $5, so Sandbox had a bigger price increase than Mana. And here we go, it is at 50 cents right now. Wow, as we're speaking. There you go. Mana, a coin I'm not personally holding, but a coin I definitely am bullish on. Here's basically Mana's gameplay. The thing I love about Mana and, well, their game, Decentraland, is that so many people are creating their own games within this metaverse, and that's, in my opinion, kind of what the whole metaverse thing is about. One of those games is Decentral Games, that became so popular that they created their own coin, and they're just a game within the Decentraland metaverse. So this is a browser game. You don't necessarily need to have a launcher on your PC like you do with the Sandbox. It doesn't have as pretty graphics as the Sandbox does. The Sandbox has those little blocky Minecraft Roblox X-esque graphics. That was a tongue twister. So I see Mana and the Sandbox is pretty similar. I'm a bigger fan of the Sandbox, which is why I'm holding the Sandbox and not Mana, but I also see Mana as a 10x for the next bull run. That being said, moving on to Shrapnel. And Shrapnel is something I'm very excited about. Let's put it in unsure for now until I explain why. First of all, their token is currently at 30 cents. Now, it was just launched this November, so a little bit more than a month ago. It was launched in 10 cents, and currently it's sitting at 33. With a market cap of 80 million, way lower than both Mana and Decentraland. If Shrapnel just goes to the market cap of, let's say, Decentraland, it already did over a 10x, more than a 10x, just to get to where Decentraland and Sandbox are right now. I fully believe that this is possible for the next bull run. Obviously, take this with a grain of salt. I am just a guy on YouTube doing videos and sharing my opinions. I'm by no means a professional at this, but let's just look at the gameplay. I recently reviewed this game, and I was talking about it just a couple of days ago on the Mindblow show. Another interesting thing with Shrapnel is that you can get the operators that you will use inside of the game for free. Now, usually you would need to pay either 20, $50 or $100 to get them, but in a collaboration with Shrapnel, we are organizing a giveaway. Well, actually, they just gave me a bunch of codes to give away, and this is the way I'm doing it. So we're gonna be giving away over 40 of them. All you need to do is go to the first link in the description down below. It'll look exactly like this. Join Shrapnel Operators Giveaway by subscribing to Tokenized 360. Tokenized 360 is my own crypto gaming newsletter. Once a week, you get updated to everything to do with crypto gaming, what's new on the markets, what's going on, what are the highest earners, which projects have recently failed, which have launched, etc, etc. So there you go, that's all you need to do. This is Shrapnel. I'm very bullish on it, obviously, since I'm doing this huge giveaway, and I am bullish on their token as well. That being said, Shrapnel for me is a 50x, not a 100x, but a 50x. That's just my personal opinion and estimation. That being said, moving on to Illuvium. I don't know if you noticed, but whenever I say Illuvium, I never say it normally. I always say Illuvium for some reason. So we have so many coins to cover, so I need to really quickly brush through a couple of projects here. So we have Illuvium. Everybody knows about Illuvium. I did so many videos on Illuvium, even one very recently where I did an overview of their overworld and their arena and everything just 2 weeks ago. So if you haven't checked out that video, you should definitely check it out to see what I actually think about the game. Now, as for the coin, I am holding it, so I may be a little bit biased when it comes to Illuvium, but I do think they will perform really, really well in the next bull market. So 350 million current market cap. In my opinion, Illuvium can do a 50x in the next bull run. That being said, moving on to Cornucopia. So far, we've only had 50x's and 10x's. Let's see. Where's the 100x? Where's the Rect? It's coming. Don't you worry. It's coming. Cornucopia, the gaming project that I am most bullish on compared to all other gaming projects that exist currently. I am so bullish on Cornucopia. Absolutely love the project. I tried their early access. They gave it to me to try it, and I was blown away. I never had the feeling of playing a regular Web 2 game other than when I played Cornucopia. They don't have much to do inside of the game right now, and still, just the feeling of me walking around in the world feels so immersive that that's the reason why I'm so bullish on it, and that's also why I am holding the Ape Token. So also, 5 months ago, I did an overview of this game of Cornucopia. As you can check it out, this is the name of it. Currently sitting at 94 million market cap. In my personal opinion, Cornucopia is the first game from this list that can do a 100x. Now, that doesn't mean that they necessarily will do a 100x gain. I'm just that bullish on it. So for those who don't know, 2x is 100%, right? A 10x is 1,000%. That's already a huge gain. So I'm really hoping for those numbers. A 10x is amazing. That's absolutely perfect. I would be so happy if my portfolio did a 10x. That would be mind-blowing, for the lack of a better word. A 50x would be 5,000%, and a 100x would be a 10,000% gain, which is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, it's so ridiculous, almost died. Hold up. Whew, all right, much better. As I said, take everything with a grain of salt that I say and that anyone on YouTube says, because we don't really know what we're talking about. We're just basing everything off of our personal opinions, off of the experience we've had. I've been in the crypto gaming market since 2021. I've seen some things, but then again, this next bull run will be new to everyone. We didn't have this many games last time around. Anyway, moving on to Immutable X, or IMX. Currently sitting at 3 billion market cap, the biggest crypto gaming coin right now. Their all-time high was all the way at $9.3 and currently obviously at 2.3. So Immutable X is not the same as the other tokens we've talked about. All these other tokens were mostly based on just one game, whereas Immutable X is more of a chain that hosts many games, or rather that many games use in order to integrate blockchain into their games. So for example, we have Block Lords, a game we're very bullish on, a game that we like very much on the Mindblow show. It is a strategy game, medieval style. There's Avalon, which looks absolutely amazing, also using IMX. Obviously, Illuvium is also using IMX, but Illuvium also has their own token and ecosystem, but they are using IMX. Metalcore, another game we're very bullish on, which is also using IMX, and IMX is just really widely used, and a lot of developers are choosing it, and just for that reason alone, it's already very big. Now, looking at the all-time high market cap, it is right now at the all-time high, not when the price was at the all-time high, because obviously right now we have more tokens than we used to back in the previous bull market. So, do I think from this place here, can it do a 10x, a 100x, maybe even a 50x from this here market cap, from this here price? I don't think it can do a 100x, but I am very bullish on Immutable X. I do think a 10x is plausible at this point. A 10x would put it at a 30 billion market cap, and that's huge. Absolutely insane for a crypto gaming related project to be that big. Obviously, the bigger tokens are not going to pump as much as the smaller ones are. Just look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not gonna do a 10x. That's too much money needed for something like that. But a 2x, a 3x, that's definitely possible. But then you look at projects like Solana, Cardano, they can absolutely do a 10x and way more. Doesn't mean that they will. I'm just saying it's more feasible and takes less money to do it. So, IMX also tradable on ZoomX, and not to forget our giveaway. So all you need to do is sign up to ZoomX and you're in the raffle to win $200, or rather, 2 people might win $100 each. I think that's better. Moving on to Gala Games, another token, another crypto gaming token, which is fully tradable here on ZoomX. Currently sitting at $0.03, that is 3 cents. And their all-time high was all the way up here at 70 cents. Their market cap all-time high was also there at 5 billion, which is absolutely huge. Currently, 800 million market cap for Gala Games. Obviously, I did a lot of videos on Gala Games. For example, this one 7 months ago, where I rated Gala Games on a tier list. Not all of them, obviously, but 10 different Gala Games I have rated basically on this here tier list. So from Spider Tanks to the Walking Dead Empires to Champions Arena, so many other games made by Gala. Are we bullish on it? Do we think it can do a 10x? I absolutely do think Gala can do a 10x, but I would rather say it's gonna do a 5x. We don't really have a 5x category here. It doesn't matter. Let's just put it right here on 10x, but yeah, you know my opinion. I think it's gonna do a 5x, a 10x, maybe, depending on how big everything on the market gets. Let's see. Anyway, moving on to the next project, ApeCoin. A lot of you know how I feel about Ape. Let's find it here. This is ApeCoin. Everything started with the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and from there they made their own coin, and which started at $23 almost, currently sitting at 1.7. And then they made their game, which had amazing trailers, but then when they actually released the gameplay, it was super anticlimactic and there was nothing to do. Someone who's earned that much money through an NFT collection and doesn't create the most amazing game ever and comes up with this, I'm not bullish on that, man. I'm just not. Do I think the coin will do well? Probably. It probably will, knowing how the crypto markets work. It's all hype. It's all, yeah, this is a huge project. They have so much money. Let's invest. That's how most people think. So I think it'll do well. I just don't like it, so I will definitely put it in wrecked. I don't support it. That's all. So anyway, moving on to the next project, which is Floki. Yes, I put it on wrecked right away, and I will explain why. Let me open up Floki right here. Another project, I call it similar to ApeCoin, but not really. This started as a meme coin. Elon Musk tweeted that he named his dog Floki. Someone went ahead and created a token called Floki. The token exploded, and from there they used the money to trying to build up the ecosystem. They built a game. That's all very nice, you know, respect to you for trying something. Now, while I am a fan of meme coins, I am not personally a fan of what they're doing here. I think their game looks like garbage. They have so much money, they raised so much money, their token is worth sitting at a market cap of over $300 million, and then look, this is their gameplay. So this is what you're left with at the end, with, you know, 5 FPS in a game that looks like it was made in 1996, which is the year I was born. Yeah. Anyway, Floki, wrecked. Moving on to Enjin. Also, before we do Enjin, just keep in mind, I did, you know, a lot of times you will disagree with my opinions. which is totally fine. You may love Floki, you may love ApeCoin, and that's fine. You may hate Cornucopias or Shrapnel or Sandbox or Decentraland. That doesn't matter. There's so many coins that you can choose from. Here I am just giving my opinion, and I wish to hear yours. I wish you would go to the comment section down below and tell me, I disagree with this, but I agree with this. I also don't like Floki. Or maybe you can say, I love Floki, you're wrong. That's fine. We need to have conversations and we both need to be open-minded. I am open-minded to Floki changing my mind. I wish I can go into their game called Valhalla and be like, this is amazing, I take everything back. I wish that's gonna happen. Most likely it's not, but if it does, I'm super open to that possibility. So anyway, just saying, as it stands right now, this is my personal opinion. So, moving on to Enjin. Enjin, obviously very similar to IMX, where other projects, other gaming projects are using Enjin in order to integrate NFTs and the blockchain technology inside of their games. Now, a lot of really good and promising games are using Enjin right now. So we're seeing some. This one was called Alterverse. We have Space Misfits right here. Some of these games I've not even heard of. A game called Impulse, which by the looks of it is a first-person shooter. Very interesting. And we got the Six Dragons. We have talked about this game in the past. It looks pretty cool. Now, again, it doesn't look much better than Valhalla, right? But if there's an indie studio and it's like 5 people developing it, spending money out of their own pockets to do so, and they come up with this, totally okay with that. But if you have a meme coin that's made you hundreds of millions of dollars, and you come up with the same thing that a small indie studio comes up with, I will be vocal about that, all right? I will be. So anyway, Kingdom Carnage, and yeah, Kingdom Carnage, it looks like a game I wouldn't really want to play, but you know, if it makes money, why the hell not? Also, there's the game Stormlight. Do you remember Stormlight? A regular crypto game on Steam, medieval and everything, and they are a crypto game just based off of the fact that they use NFT integrations inside of their game. They don't have a coin or anything, but they will have NFT items and NFT cosmetics and stuff. So, you know, very interesting, you know, how that whole side of the gaming crypto spectrum will develop. But yeah, either way, Enjin coin, in my opinion, that's going to be a 10x. So let's put it right here because Gala, I think, is going to be a 5x. So this is going to be a 10x next to Immutable X. And yeah, currently sitting at 35 cents and 350 million market cap. So by no means is it a small project. Next, we got Vulcan Forged, or the PYR, let's just call it PEER for the rest of the video, the PEER token. So the PEER token was launched a while ago, back in 2021, and it did reach an all-time high of $44, currently sitting at $6.3 and a 170 million market cap, a whopping 170 million market cap. So they have a full ecosystem of games that they build. Their games, to me, seem like they're a little bit more casual, on the casual side. So we do have some, I wouldn't say metaverses, but yeah, this is the Vulcanverse. Another game that looks like it was built before I was born in like 1994 or something. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a bad game in any way, shape, or form. They have a huge market cap, and this is not the only game they have. They have a bunch of games on their ecosystem which are available to play right now. Now, am I bullish on this? In fact, I am. I'm not too bullish on it, but I'm not bullish, if you know what I mean. In my opinion, this is going to be a 10x above Gala, or not really. It's probably going to be a 5x, considering how big of a market cap they have. This is something I didn't know. I didn't know it has such a big market cap of over 170 million, because back here on my original list, before I started recording the video, I put it as a 10x, but now I don't really feel like it's gonna go that high, depending on what kind of games they come up with. But as it currently stands, let's just put it here on the 10x part, but at the very end. So yeah, anyway, moving on to the Ronin network, another project that we are very bullish on. We're not going to waste too much time on the Ronin network. The Ronin network is at 460 million market cap, absolutely huge. Obviously, Axie Infinity built on Ronin, Pixels built on Ronin. They are a blockchain network, a crypto gaming blockchain network that is focused on play to earn, that is bringing play to earn back to the players. So that's something I'm definitely going to support all the way, obviously. Their all-time high for the market cap doesn't really say here, but their all-time high for the price was is this 5? No, it's a little bit less. Between $3.2 and $3.5, really. Currently sitting at 1.7, so not bad at all. Most of their supply is yet to be minted. Either way, I am bullish on Ronin. I don't think it's going to be 100x because of how huge they already are, but I do believe a 50x is in order for Ronin. I am very bullish on Ronin. I'm so bullish, in fact, I'm going to put it before Shrapnel and Illuvium. I think Ronin Network is absolutely great. We got the Bigtime token and the Bigtime video game. We reviewed Bigtime so many times. We have so many videos of Bigtime, of me playing Bigtime, of me earning money in Bigtime, currently making around $60 to $70 a day playing Bigtime, and more of that in my next $100 a day, the day 2, or rather the second episode of that series. So anyway, in order to not waste too much time, Bigtime currently sitting at almost 60 cents. It's not something anyone expected really for this coin to do this well, considering it's not a governance coin, it's a token you earn in game. It almost went to $1, which is absolutely ridiculous. $166 million market cap with a $55 million volume in the past 22 hours. Why would I say 22? Who does anything in 22 hours? 24 hours. I meant 24 hours, all right? Yeah, I don't see coins like this that you can earn in-game and to such a degree as Bigtime being big at all. I really didn't think it was going to go above 20 cents ever, but it went to 50, almost to $1, so it almost freaking did a 10x already. So, yeah, based on that, based on the experience we've had so far with this, is a 50x too much? I don't think so. It already surprised me once. And yeah, I'm open to Bigtime surprising me once again. Until then, I will just stack my tokens and not sell. I didn't buy into it. I did buy NFTs and flip them, made some profits. But other than that, I did not invest in the token directly myself. That being said, moving on to Wilder World and their token called Wild. 100 million market cap, currently sitting at 46 cents. And let's go to the all-time high price. Let's see what it was. It was $7.3 almost. Absolutely ridiculous, but look at this game. What is this? Is this a crypto game? This looks, wow. I need to take a sip of this just to calm down. I know we usually don't rate games based off looks, but if you rate games based on this, on how you can transform from an alien-looking guy into an alien-looking fox, and then steal a car. Yeah, if you rate games based off of that, this would have been an S rating, 100x rating. But anyway, you can drive cars, you can do parkour, shoot guns. It's like a proper metaverse in Unreal Engine 5, ray tracing. This footage also in 4K, who even uses 4K? It doesn't seem to run the smoothest, even though this is recorded by the developers themselves. I do think it was released on their actual channel, on the Wilder World channel. And oh wow, over 700,000 views. That's insane. Yeah, this coin is gonna go places. This token, Wild, is gonna go places, and this game is gonna go places. Absolutely, that is my opinion. 100x. Moving on to Gods Unchained is easy 50x for me here. As you know, I'm very biased. 34 cents currently. All-time high was around $7, $7.3. So similar to Wild. 95 million market cap, so smaller market cap than Wilder World right now. But in my opinion, and so this is the video I did actually 11 days ago in the first episode of 100 a day, the crypto gaming series where I tried to earn 100 a day. Of course, we played Bigtime first, but then we played Gods Unchained to see how much I can earn. I did earn quite a few tokens, which aren't worth too much at the moment, but I am stacking the coins. This is a trading card game, and anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge fan of trading card games. So in my opinion, Gods Unchained is going to absolutely kill it. I will definitely put it above all these, but not above Ronin. Even though it has a smaller market cap, I can't, man. Ronin, I'm too bullish on Ronin. I love that ecosystem. I'm not invested in Ronin for some reason. I got to buy that coin very soon. If a crash happens soon, that's one of the coins I'm going to be looking at, Ronin, 100%. Last but not least, we got a token from the Solana ecosystem called AURY and their game Aurory. So all-time high, $23.15, currently sitting at 1.22. Only 21 million market cap, one of the lowest market caps that we have checked out today, and their game, AURY. I'm pretty bullish on the game. I think it's going to be a great game. I think they know what they're doing, and considering how small of a market cap that is, doing a 5,000% of 50x is not out of the question at all. So I am not really unsure about anything. But what we can do here is put a 5x here, put this above rect like this, and then what is my 5x? These are my 5x's. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Awesome. I am happy with this list. Don't forget to check out ZoomX. Links are in the description to join the $200 giveaway. Don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter if you want to win the Shrapnel operators. Thank you. I'm leaving. Bye.